Hi, I'm Chris Landau. I've gone through quite a bit of Theta. I can teach Theta Basic, Advanced, Soulmate, and a couple others, and I love the work. I've been practicing Theta healing professionally for about 3 years. My biggest struggles before I started the mentorship program and starting my Theta healing practice were picturing myself having clients professionally. What this helped me to do was to see myself in a healing practice and be comfortable accepting money for the professional services that were offered. So before the mentorship program, I might have a session for an hour and a half or 2 hours, and I needed to learn how to plan out a session. I developed from the program was having a confidence and just launching right into Theta and working with people and being confident in what I would see and receive from my intuition. So the mentorship program has helped me plan out the sessions and to build up the client so they have a good experience, they remember a good experience by the end of their session. I have a confidence in going into a group of people now and explaining what energy healing is and what Theta DNA can do. And that confidence shows when I'm speaking to people, people see me now as a healer. And that is maybe one of the biggest changes. I've had at least 2 occasions where I sat next to someone and the doctor had sent them home and said, well, you know, let me know how you are, but we really don't know what to do for this. And one was fibromyalgia. And I was able to show this person that, okay, you can do something with that. And we were able to bring them out of fibromyalgia. And they thought that they weren't going to see their 23-year-old daughter grow up. So that was very satisfying, and that was a very rewarding change. The confidence to talk to someone who's been told, well, we don't know what to do with your condition, but the confidence to know that that condition could change. The other client had a neurodegenerative disease. By looking at a couple of beliefs and by working with this person, I was able to sit down with them and change something, and they felt it. So they left that evening and they knew that that they were going to be able to heal. I think the biggest change in my life since beginning the mentorship program has been to welcome a client, a person who has something that they want to change, and to be able to ask them, well, what is it that you want to change? What is it that you need? And to listen to them and to say, well, I think there's something we can do for you. To acknowledge what I call the spirit for every person that sits in front of you. And most people don't get that acknowledgement. And so they feel like I'm looking at the whole person, and that thereby I can, they can tell me about their condition, and that I'll be able to offer something that will truly help them. And this comes from acknowledging the person and the spirit behind that person, and also explaining to them when they say, "Oh, that was a wonderful healing," saying, "Well, Spirit did that healing for you and your high self." Sessions with Eric during the mentorship program have helped me in my personal life in a number of things that we talked about earlier. Confidence, in speaking with people, and speaking with people about healing, and knowing that as I speak to them, that yes, there's something that we can do for what you need, for what you're telling me, and that comes through when I speak to a client. There have been different beliefs related to being confident, having self-esteem, and so forth. Speaking to groups of people, and that comes through now when I speak to people in workshops, and or it could be a workshop or a spiritual class that I'm going to, and people are listening to me now and asking me questions about healing and spiritual work. Well, since I started the mentorship program, my practice has developed, and that's been I've been able to attract new kinds of clients, and some of them have asked for repeat clearings for more than one, and people are recommending me to other folks, and saying, you should go see Chris for this condition or that. Also, whether it's I'll say a cancer, a macular degenerative disease, a relationship problem from someone who's just gone through divorce, a repeating relationship pattern, that all of these things I've handled, and the confidence, and the rigor from working with Eric and others in the class has given me a direction, and a knowledge and a confidence to deal with all of these conditions. So there was a confidence of bringing a tough question to Eric and to the mentorship program, and finding what and getting a ready set as to is this something that we can do as a practitioner. My goals going into the mentorship program were to do whatever I do better, more effectively, faster, and to be effective. So I wanted clients to heal and to be better after I had worked with them. So the mentorship program helped me organize those goals and to work with the beliefs that I have related to those goals, and to develop confidence in working with clients, with people, and also I think how to plan out a session and to handle what the things that your client have come to you for, but to build the client up towards the end of the session. So that would be a summary of the things that I particularly learned in the mentorship program that I may not have seen in the Theta classes themselves. I can give an example from this past weekend where a lady had macular degeneration of the eye. And I said, I think we can do something with this. And she has some beliefs about growing old, and that this condition was part of being in her family. It was hereditary. So I said, well, that's a belief, both of those. Can we change those? So we did. And then she said, do you really think this can change? I gave her a couple of examples. I said, yes, it can. I've seen things like this change. And then we did the Theta DNA healing right there, after having done changing just 2 beliefs. And I was able to hold up 2 fingers for her in front of her right eye, and she could see. She could see the 2 fingers. She was not able to tell how many fingers that they were holding up before. So she felt that that was a dramatic change in her eye in 15 minutes. Hi, I'd like to tell you about a story about a little boy named Connor. He's 4 years old. And December 15th, a friend came to me and said, could I look into Connor's condition? Connor had cancer. There's a tumor on the spinal cord at the base of the spine where the head meets. And he was unconscious. His parents were worried. And the doctors had said he had about 2 months to live. So we looked at Connor's condition and we said, let's ask if the high self says that it's okay for Connor to heal. The high self said yes. We asked Connor's soul, was it okay for Connor to heal? The soul said yes. But the little 4-year-old boy who was in such pain and was getting morphine to control the pain wasn't sure that he wanted to heal. He had a cartoon character that had a square jaw, and so we knew that that was what was keeping him going. He would picture this cartoon character. After about 3 weeks, suddenly the chemo started to become effective, and they were ready to give up on the chemo, and we attribute this to the healing that was taking place each day. Now, in addition to all the healing techniques available, of course, being that Connor was in a hospital, we asked that angels come in and guard him and accompany every person that came in to see Connor. His tumor began to shrink, and he's just been sent home, and the cancerous tumor is gone. Now, Connor still, 4-year-old Connor still has some healing to do related to walking and using his arms. But he's made wonderful progress, and he's going home to his parents, and it's hardly been 2 months, and he's better.